U.S. Department of War launches industry competition for Drone Dominance Program Phase 1. The U.S. Department of War has formally announced the companies invited to participate in Phase 1 of its Drone Dominance Program, DDP, an acquisition initiative intended to accelerate the development and fielding of low-cost unmanned aerial systems, UAS, or one-way attack missions. The announcement, issued on February 3, 2026, outlines a competitive evaluation event scheduled to begin February 18th at Fort Benning, Georgia, known as the Gauntlet. Initiated under Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's acquisition reform strategy, the DDP aims to streamline procurement by incorporating iterative, operator-focused testing and rapid prototype delivery. The program structure features 4 phases with a cumulative budget signal of approximately $1.1 billion and a goal of equipping U.S. forces with hundreds of thousands of low-cost, weaponized drones by 2027. During Phase 1, military operators will assess participating systems across a range of operational scenarios. Upon completion of the Gauntlet trials in early March, the Department of War plans to place roughly $150 million in prototype delivery orders, with initial deliveries to begin shortly thereafter and continue over subsequent months. Phase 1 vendor participants. The department has invited 25 companies to compete in the Phase 1 evaluation. These firms represent a mix of small businesses, established defense contractors, and specialized unmanned systems developers. Most are U.S.-based entities, while a small number are foreign firms with defense or unmanned systems expertise. The participating companies, listed alphabetically, are ANO, AI, Inc., Ascent Aerosystems, Inc., Otarian Government Solutions, Inc., Zine Technologies, LLC, Ewing Aerospace, LLC, Farage Precision, LLC, Firestorm Labs, Inc., General Cherry Corp., Greensight, Inc., Griffin Aerospace, Inc., Halo Aeronautics, LLC, Kratos RE, Inc., Modal AI, Inc., Napatry Technology, LLC, Neros, Inc., Nocturnal AI, Paladin Defense Services, LLC, Performance Drone Works, LLC, Responsibly Ltd., Swarm Defense Technologies, LLC, Teal Drones, Inc., Ukrainian Defense Drones Tech Corp., Vector Defense, Inc., WS Darley & Co., Extend Reality, Inc., Vendor Base and Capabilities. A preliminary assessment of the company roster indicates that the majority of invited firms are U.S.-based, reflecting the program's emphasis on strengthening domestic industrial capacity. These include traditional aerospace and defense contractors, as well as newer entrants specializing in unmanned systems and autonomous technologies. For example, Kratos SRE, Inc. is a subsidiary of a larger U.S. defense firm known for unmanned vehicles and defense electronics. Neros, Inc. is an American maker of low-cost expendable drones designed for military applications and rapid production. By contrast, a small number of companies on the list are international or stem from overseas markets. General Cherry Corp. And Ukrainian Defense Drones Tech Corp. Are companies based in Ukraine with experience developing unmanned systems used in combat environments, including first-person view attack drones. Otarian Government Solutions Inc. traces its roots to a software group with ties to European technology development, including AI-enabled guidance systems for unmanned platforms. Specialties among the Phase 1 participants span a range of capabilities. Some firms focus on attritable, low-cost attack drones suitable for high-volume production and single-use scenarios, while others contribute autonomy software, swarming technology, or advanced drone guidance systems. Companies on the list also vary in scale, from early-stage startups to established aerospace suppliers with existing government contracts. Program objectives and outlook. The Drone Dominance Program embodies a shift toward more rapid, competitive acquisition cycles in defense procurement. By leveraging industry innovation and iterative evaluation, the Department of War expects to accelerate delivery timelines and expand the industrial base for uncrewed aerial systems. This approach positions warfighters at the center of capability assessment and seeks to reduce barriers traditionally associated with defense procurement. As Phase 1 gets underway, the department plans further Gauntlet events across subsequent phases, with volumes of ordered drones increasing and unit costs decreasing. The long term vision is to sustain an industrial ecosystem capable of producing UAS assets in large quantities while reinforcing technological advantage in unmanned systems.